greatest alive. I'm the greatest alive. I'm the greatest, and being me ain't nobody seeing me. We back at it.
First video of 2020 is here. Going along with that, I want to talk about my most anticipated albums. 2020. Starting off, we got Drake. You know, Drake coming off of 2018 Scorpion. A lot of people like it, not a lot of people like it. Yada yada yada. He also had his beef with Pusha T, and he recently did an interview with Rap Radar talking about that and everything that's going on in his life. Pretty decent interview. It was 2 whole hours, so it's a lot of content in that. It's gonna be interesting, you know. He released an album in 2019. He released a couple tracks here and there. He released War late 2019. Alright tracks. The thing about Drake is he always experiments with different sounds, things from the Caribbean. He looks like he's trying to go into the UK rap. It's gonna be certainly interesting to see. It's gonna be a lot of different things. Drake's gonna be Drake. It's gonna be on his rap grind. He's gonna be singing an R&B grind. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he does in 2020. Next up, we got JCole. JCole, you know, he released KOD back in 2018. He released Middle Child early 2019. He also did Dreamville, Revenge of the Dreamers 3. So he was working hard on that along with JID. So I'm expecting between JID and JCole to do some things in 2020. Both released albums on 2018. So it's been some time since they released that album between one another. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. Hopefully JCole, it's gonna be interesting to see what JCole talks about, because he's very recluse, so it's always interesting to see what he's talking about. Maybe he's gonna still continue to talk about the hip hop culture and see how that develops. Probably talk about more social issues and see how that develops. So it's gonna be interesting to see what JCole comes out with. You know, JID still on the come up, still on that. Well, he's not really going to come up. He's still well known around, I guess, around hip hop nowadays. But it's gonna be interesting to see what he releases in 2020. At least he's coming off the tour with Logic, doing his thing. So he's a household name now. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he releases in 2020. Next up we got is Kendrick Lamar. He hasn't released an album in 3 years. You know, the last music we pretty much heard from him conceptually was the Black Panther commercial album he did. And it's been a while, 3 years. He released Good Kid, Mad City in 2012, Pimp a Butterfly 2015, classics. There's always a battle between the classics, Kendrick Lamar albums, between those two projects. He released Damn in 2017. So it's been 3 years since he got a Kendrick Lamar album. It's gonna be interesting to see what he talks about. That's another person who's just very recluse. We have no idea what he's going to talk about in his music. So it's gonna be interesting. You know, Kendrick Lamar is the pinnacle of the rap game right now, as a rapper, as a lyricist, as a storyteller. I believe JCole is a better storyteller than Kendrick Lamar, but neither here nor there. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he comes up with in 2020. Next up, we got my man Logic. Logic. 2019, what many would say that was a down year for the man. Releasing Supermarket, which is a very indie, very rock inspired, separate rap album that we're not accustomed to from Logic. They released Confessions of Nature's Mind in May, and that was a very disappointing rap album from Logic. It had a couple bangers in my opinion, but as a conceptual album, as a complete album, it was a disaster, to say the least. It was a disaster. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he does with No Pressure, which is supposed to be the sequel to Under Pressure. So hopefully he does the name justice and not fail us all. And it seems like he's doing this thing. He had a downfall with the Twisted verse. But he came out with the beat tape. The beat tape also supposed to be coming out in 2020. Who knows when. So OCD came out on my birthday, October 25th. Still can't believe he gave me that as a birthday present. OCD seemed promising. So hopefully, so I'm trying to get my hopes up high. Hopefully, No Pressure is a true sequel to Under Pressure. Next we got is Russ. Russ is dropping early this year, January 31st. Shake the Snow Globe. It's gonna be interesting to see. It's been also 2 years. No, 2? It'll be 2.5 because he released it late 2017. So it'll be 2 years since he released another album. The Zoo album came out in late 2017. It was alright album to me. It was a couple songs I enjoyed, but I prefer There's Really a Wolf, because that song just had banger after banger after banger, and it just had a lot of hot singles from Russ's past. So that was a solid album. The Zoo was, like I said, alright to me. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he talks about. You know, he's still gonna be, he's quote unquote cocky, he's confident grind. You know, he's still gonna speak on the rap game and his pinnacle in it. And it's gonna be interesting to see whether he talk about social issues, maybe not. Maybe he's gonna be trying to be like inspiring others to do his thing. You know, at least he coming out with a book late last year, and that's done commercial success. So Russ, he's on that grind too. Russ is on that grind too. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he does on Shake the Snow Globe album. Coming up this late this month. Next we got is Big Sean, Sean Don. You know, released a couple of singles mid to late last year. And it's interesting to see. You know, I think it's also been 3 years since he released a project, which is insane. 3 years with a Big Sean project. You know, he's been on a self-development grind, trying to grow himself as a person. Well, hopefully that displays in his music, because it's been a while since we had a few verses here and there. We had a couple singles late last year, so it's gonna be interesting to see what we get from the Sean Don. Next up we got is Eminem. Eminem released Kamikaze late 2018. You know, it was a response album from Revival, which is a very, very disappointing album for many people. And it was just, you know, it was an album in which Eminem just was talking to all his haters, talking to all the criticisms that he got from Revival, and he was bitter, to say the least. He was bitter, so it was a clapback for him. So it was interesting to see what he talks about. You know, he's late in his career right now. This man's about to turn 50 in a couple years, which is insane to see. He's been in the rap game for almost 30 years. God, that man's old. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see what he talks about. You know, it's Eminem, so it's gonna be a variety of things. We know, as long as he spits his bars, rap fast, do his thing, don't say anything too crazy, I think he'll be alright in 2020. And last on my list is Joey Badass. You know, 2017, another artist that released a project in 3 years. 2017 released Automatic and Badass, which is like a social conscious, social justice album. Talk a lot about Trump coming to power, yada yada yada. It was a whole thing in 2017 because Trump became president. It's gonna be interesting to see. He released a few songs here and there, a few verses here and there. My favorite verse in the last few years is the one he did with XXXTentacion. You know, Joey Badass just got that raw hip hop. He's that raw 90s hip hop. He's from Brooklyn, New York, so he got that East Coast flavor in him. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he does in 2020, coming with the more bars and the raw. That's what I love about Joey Badass. He has that raw hip hop, that raw 90s East Coast versus West Coast lifestyle we had back in the 90s, and come to enjoy that with him. See what he talks about in his career, man. Still being an actor out here, still doing many things. Joey Badass 2020, we gonna see. So, if you like the video, please like the video. I got more content like this coming soon, all of 2020. The first video is here, so please subscribe, and see you next video. Peace.